we really ever thought of that? I mean, let's break down the human being, right? You have a body, you have a soul, you have a spirit. But are you any of these three? You certainly are not your body because you have a body. You certainly are not your spirit because you have a spirit. You certainly are not your soul, or most people don't know, your mind. Anything you have can definitely never be you because you have it, you possess it. In the midst of all these three, you should be somewhere. I think it's time you meet who you really are. That's why I want to invite you to my I Am program that literally introduce you to yourself for the first time. Send me a message today. Let me book you up to the I Am program. I mean, you don't got to be here. We do it online. I can't wait to see you in class. Who are you? We as the people, we forget who we are and what we are here to do. Right? So the question is, why do we forget who we are when we get into this dimension, when we are born?
Mata donam gbadebo no jiwa ma wo suna masiam tele gauge ela do foraka ibe osue feve tonka pato na ho hande sakura hande be sulasio amokwa sebe lokunu jiwo pia jibala ta gbala no ayigba gene jani no mo ponya nwolo mo ponya bele higamo gemo julai no mo ponya le higamo gama la ta manya bele higamo la jiwo so wi manya bele higamo se gema ke le jenganya de ta dingudu lo jengudu tanto lo jengudu ka su lo ba vuwa ina tanto bu ma ba amea mechi phobia aton phobia andre ko do su amoko bia tamaga te dun kunyi yeke le fudu ate dun ku akado ya ke ma ukanya.
So the creator made the human mind in a way that after getting into the earth, your mind picks up from that level. Year one, you have that mind or reminder of like what happens at year one, year two, year three. But whatever happens before that, the human mind is made in a way that you can't remember that. Even in the stomach, whatever happens there, the human mind, the creator made in a way that you don't remember. Until you get to a level and your mind gets conscious of the level you are, you can't remember whatever happened in the previous step.
So guys, like I said, some of these questions I've answered them to you, but since Uno is here, I would just want to get his opinion. And what he's saying is not different from what I've taught you guys already, that once you come into this dimension, you lose that memory. And that memory is on purpose. You lose it on purpose because you have to now pick up from this experience. Because once you come in with such memory, whoever you were, you will skip a lot of things, a lot of experiences, a lot of things that you have to go through in this dimension. You just avoid them and you just become who you are. But once you get here, Huno is saying that the Creator has made it in such a way. Okay, I mean, you heard the voice already. The Creator has made it in such a way that once you get here, you start everything from year one, year two, year three, year four, and whatever it is that was before such, you don't remember. As you mature, as you grow into certain level of consciousness or awakening, or you become alive, you come in tune with your craft, now you can be able to remember some of the things that you used to do or who you really are. So the secret is decoding and unlocking your craft. Once you get into your craft, then now the rest will just pick up. More questions, Toby. Your questions will be very long. Obibi says, what is shape shifting? What is shape shifting? Shape shifting literally means, I said, Nipa, you are there and you can turn into an animal, and you can turn into a sheep, and you can turn into a giant, and you can turn into a dwarf. Do we do such things in spirituality?
Nke nana kama te trona, malote trona zwafu, trona zwabon, trona zgoglo, rakoto azu dati. Nke jona, nke nana jona ni
man. Boy, I'm not going to Adje, boy, it's not my name.
It's all about spirits and witchcraft.
So the answer is simple. That is basically, so it's possible. It's something that is,
Yes.
it's something that is
Yes.
there. So that is basically certain level of awareness and witchcraft. The foundation here is witchcraft. When you have witchcraft, you will easily operate in such things. But also with certain level of awareness, you will be able to do certain things that usually you will not do. Okay. Another thing is, why do I fear the dark? Perry, I think this should be a question to yourself. Why are you afraid of the dark? But still, I will ask Uno. Uno, you say, why is she afraid of the dark? Or should we be afraid of the dark?
Aba ikata emi vona esalo. Alo fifichiro.
Me ma porta. Exame, bagba ali do kutulisa. Bona sa tukwa, maka ten pogbo.
Say straight.
Sibo, viti mo ta gbogbo le, ka be do kuta gbogbo le.
All what he's trying to let you understand is spirit exists both in the afternoon and in the evening. And as we being human, the day is being meant for we the living, and the darkness or the night is also being created for the ghosts and other spirits. So you have, if you are not able, like
Interview for us, me gbogbo, o sa de do gbogbo lo do go sa. O ma te gbogbo.
there are a lot of story that comes out in the evening. So you will be human, and if you don't have eyes, so you can detect that this is a spirit and this is a human being. So it's not good for you to walk in the evening.
Okay, but then the thing is that there are energies for the day and the energies for the night. So whatever you are afraid in the night, it's very possible that it's also happening in the day. So it's not like the day is better than the night and the night is better than the day. I don't know if you get it.
Who knows?
He said the same thing.
He said the same thing.
Yeah, there are spirits in the day and there are spirits in the night. But you can't see the night spirits with your physical eye. That is why mostly we are not scared of the day things, but because you can't see the ones at night, you are scared of the night ones.
But the ones at day too, we can't see them.
Alesebe.
How are you going to see the ones?
I'm Rolia. Na krama semu mata so. Tram bo krabo. Na krama dun sana o ala força. Pam amruto le mo fona so to sa so na. Asura ma champion kran.
It all depends on the soul, the spirit that maybe carries the person. As we, like every individual, we have different type of spirit and different type of soul. Mine may be different from yours. So maybe I may be able to walk in the night successfully, as you may not.
So what I'm getting from this one is the fact that because Huno is saying that there are energies that work in the day, there are energies that work in the night. Because majority of us cannot see the energies in the night, that is why subconscious or consciously we are afraid of the night. But also don't forget programming and demonization. We've been programmed and demonized in a way that once you see anything black, you call it evil. That is how come we call ourselves the black man is evil, the black man is this, because we are programmed in such a way that darkness is always associated with evil. But like Huno is saying, in the day there are energies, same as in the night. There are good energies in the night, there are good energies in the day. There are good bad energies in the day, there are bad energies in the night, according to your discretion. But there's nothing like a bad energy. Every energy is energy. It's basically what you are doing with it that differentiates the two. So the reason why you're afraid of the dark is simply because of programming. I've said it here. Majority of the things you're afraid of is actually not in existence. It's not even real. So you make assumptions and imaginations and you create images in your head. Now you start being afraid of the very images that you have created in your own head. So with the fear, that is where I'll go. This is from a brother from the USA. And there's a personal question, so I want to read. It's a long and lengthy question. You know, we have those spiritual diviners that just collect money from people and say they are helping, but every time they always ask for money. My mom has one of those diviners and for years has been collecting money from her without seeing results. She keeps promising my mom she is saving her and her children from debt and promising her she would come into wealth for more than 10 years. Now, it has been going on but no result. I have told her to stop giving the lady money, but my mom does not want to hear. She has borrowed a lot from people just to satisfy this lady but not result. Is there anything I can do spiritually to stop the diviner from collecting money from my mom? Or should I keep speaking to my mom? So basically what the question is that the mother, we have these diviners, these spiritual people that take money from people. And the mother happened to be a victim to one of these diviners, the spiritual people. So this woman is always taking money from the mother, but yet the mother doesn't see any result. The mother has even gone to the extent of borrowing money from other people, but still no result. And the mother doesn't want to stop going into this woman because this woman is constantly taking money from the mother. Now the question is, what do you call it? What can he do? Can he decide that, okay, you know what, can he do something spiritually to stop the mother from continuing giving money to this woman? Or he has to just, there's nothing he can do spiritually, or he has to just keep talking to the mother? Because the mother keeps giving this spiritual person money, but no result for 10 years.
Oh no. Yeah, the Kajari do, yeah, Rombana, Papa, no, yearly. Kaka, young mother love you in Chia, Papa, Absana Bobo, Bobo Zana Taino, or the time the shadow or Nani, if I got Katako, no, Yongana, to buy do Tapara, na Yativa Janega, Yachuba Kawakuna, Mia. I thought I got to do Kurahala, the Pabuada, Akova, Yongwa. Warrior Bombanadi, Boborana Lia war. I can act to Mamma. Ni Mamma, allo, Yano, I know Jan whom may not but a troga.
Oh, Bobbatama, no, I don't want here, my Bobo, Fidamo. Ya, look at what's going to people. Maybe I come Blair, but I have a bon for do. I did do. A long of fa. Mianoa, Macatere, no one to Kobo, I can go to Fiobo. When you are Cabana, no, I be few. But for Botano Lem.
The spirit, like what the woman is like, what he is using, the spirit that she is using is very strong in the way that the woman can refuse anything. Whatever she will say, like the woman have to. So if before her son can maybe get out from her.
No, it's the mother that is there.
The mom, before she can.
Nyano, Naba, Cabiano, Sulafu, Gabby Smufu. You will smufu. Tamia Asaboni, Nobo Smufu, Konga Nabesu.
Now it's like the old lady or the woman, she's in doom. Like she's totally off. There's nothing that maybe she's remembering or something because she has what the spirit that she's using on her is very strong. So before she can be free, unless maybe they use the same spirit to block everything, before she can be free.
So I don't want to mention your name, but you know your name and you know who asked this question. So basically what Huno is saying is that your mother is somehow doomed. Not to get you scared, but most people who practice such things, what they do that they enslave the people they find themselves in. So they imprison basically your mother. And Huno is saying the spirit that this woman is using is a very strong spirit and a powerful spirit. So she has literally taken charge of your mother's brains, or your mother's memory, and your mother's collectiveness. So your mother cannot operate by herself. She is literally being remote controlled by this woman. That is how come this woman is able to control her and take whatever she wants from your mother. So, what can he do?
Unless he used the same spirit.
Unless he used the same. But he's not here. He's not in Ghana.
Unless you're not a bobber.
You have to send the spirit for the spirit to block the two of them, to cancel everything.
So we can do it from here. Even though he's not here, we can do it on his behalf.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yes, it can be possible.
So my brother, it's possible. We can do it on your behalf.
Add the photo. I send it to that. So add the open one. Add the not add the amateur. I send it to that. I call it.
You snap both of them. Yeah.
So you have to bring your mother's picture. You have to bring your picture, and you have to send them down. Then after Huno would go deep to find out what exactly is going on. Then Huno can say that, okay, bring this for rituals. Then after the rituals, we will begin to see results, and this woman will not have control over you. That's what even some of these pastors in this generation, they do. Once you go into their church, that's it, they've locked you up, and they will literally drain you up till everything that you have is gone. Our brother's situation, I think what you can do is that you have to send your picture, your mother's picture, down. We have to print it and send it to Huno's place, and then he will do the necessary enquiries. Then if there are certain rituals that we have to do, we'll do those rituals and break your mother free. The second question is, I learned during sex, you leave a part of you in the person or the person's temple. How do you go about collecting all the part of you that you've left in certain women? How do you go and take all that part back to yourself?
Hey, Kakoba, no do young plan to put a doma. Koba, na papillon me dog or burn papillon me. Bibawo, the who vanya the car. Matuba America, Bonado, a do Alabama who are in Shem Katan about Bakukatan about the Lekan or Gaffy, and the Lucula Momokatan.
Oh, Yamalu, morning. Yamadu.
He said there's nothing like that, like if you can't like take yourself out from those nothing like that.
Wait, so once you've had sex with them, the piece of your energy that has gone in them is gone in them forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we're not doing a book.
Upon the Dunyong bomb, I'm going to be dog, going out the car, Vanyama the car. In Vanyama the car, if you are letting or Gaffy, Aber, ya, after the Lucula Mamma.
Ah, morning. Yanni come out, what to me?
He said there's nothing like that. It's something that God has created since generations. There's nothing like you can't do anything about it.
Listen, guys, this is the part where it gets serious. So it means that if you go about sleeping around, your energies, a piece of you keeps spreading around to all these people. So the best thing is that just look for people to marry and say, these are my wives, these are my girlfriend, not my husbands, these are my wives. These are my people, the people. But the more you keep spreading your energies around, there's no way you can get it back. The Creator has not created a such. So it means that the only thing you can do is just cleanse yourself. And hopefully, nobody will use a piece of you that is going to them for anything. And listen, that's a very dicey one. I have people's faces changing and all of that behind camera. I don't want to say anything. But this is... Your question is causing troubles here. So another question from one of our sisters, Dr. Peters. She's a doctor in Taiwan. She says, can you explain the concept of reincarnation?
Maraka a joker, Jojo Maraka joker, La Balemi Blivayena, Uba Mara Jomada, mother jo mother ata aka nana de ko kunia aka wonia
akpa jojo mere amojona nana kuku gba gbogbo kra mama dona be dona mo bumu so no mi le family ma bia na togbu ku a aje ba jomo le family na mo fo fuku a aje ba gbogbo ma wa do ma oso funu afo aji tami ogbogbo a mo yan pe ntin la yo ni ogbogbo a ko bi gbo ni ku ogbogbo a dona jona abedo na mam you ji go ugbo ba ami apo yi agbajo
what he's trying to explain is before someone dies the spirit like get off the person.
That's a cry.
Yeah, the cry just get off the person. And if let's say someone pregnated, maybe his son or his daughter or some like any relative, that okra maybe
Cry.
a cry.
Or cry is a cat.
Sorry, cry. That cry will
would possess the
yes the person, and when like before someone died, the moment the person died or cry, the cry comes out automatically. And before maybe you are young or maybe you are a girl or a man or a woman, you get pregnant and that cry will now draw you. You give birth and the baby or the child will look exactly like
the person that is part of it. So when one dies, how long does it take for the person to be able to come back?
No matter who the time ko na fi mamanaka agboajo.
na ma po kapi wa jua ya ko na 41 days
41 days.
So when one dies, in 41 days, the person can come back.
Aba na matter who 41 days amamakata akaboba.
magadabo
No. So
Yeah,
what is the 41 days for?
you know ma
41 days before the crowd will go.
kapi gbogbo ajo na
Okay.
41 days before the crowd will
kapi
go.
gbogbo ajo na
So
If you're
so na le ku bia gbogbo anona kasamada siba nti won la mapo bolovo mpo fufu amoko bia kapi gbogbo ajo gbo wa ngabla ni na ko ojo
when you die, the crowd will be around you for 41 days. After 41 days, before the crowd will move out.
So when one dies, the crowd will be on earth for 41 days, hovering around you, watching everything that's going on for 41 days. Why 41 days? What is unique about 41 days?
In Kenya, 41 days are the Inke Tofufode. Alone Kenya, 41 days are a little.
kapi gbogbo sa ajo ngba je ngabla ni na gbogbo se ajo a ngabla no
Before the soul will leave the earth is 41 days.
Why 41 days?
You can't tie in your 41 days.
sebe ala sebe ngakakala imawudo ayo pu yesu kura ngabla na ojo ta gbogbo ma le tegbe tuka blam aka a ta lan baji ala sebe atata manya fika tuta yello sebe na ku se kabia onto ma fika yello ajo gbogbo ma ya dogola mo aba na kwada kabano ibenchi na akpo manya nka tutu ka be sula vuku ngwa nka blan no ko ka banya so be kuso
He said before someone died, like the person himself will not die.
funya fronto lo
When you die, he also, the person who know his off, he will be there for 41 days. After 41 days, before he will realize that he's no more on earth.
Wait, when a person dies, during the transition, the person that is dead will not even know you are dead. So the person will still think that he's alive
Yeah.
for 41 days. I understand the process because I know that before a child, what do you call it, energy enters the womb, when a mother gets pregnant, it takes 40 days or plus 1 or 2 days before the fetus actually becomes a baby, a full baby with energy, with heart beating and all of that, right? When you get pregnant. So it's the same principle as when you die, right? But so the 41 days, what is happening in the 41 days? The 41 days, the person doesn't even know that the person is dead. What is the person doing in those 41 days?
41 days amamanyaba yeku ka wi tama ke kama ku nyame makulinka wo mula tama
Sebali. Ala sebe. Bono drone. Ese bono drone baji. E ba drop from play. Kabi waju.
around that time they are judging him before
So around the 41 days, the elders and the ancestors are judging that person, what the person came to do, what the person did not come to do, before the person leaves this earth and joins the other realms, right? Okay, now, so the person has left this realm, has moved on to the other dimensions, okay? In that time period, how long would it take for that person to be able to come back, to reincarnate? How long would it take?
Tamaka uni makata de 41 na obi akajori when the new owner afio kajo abani bajika amama
Kona fojo. Amo ya teku. Watadi egba ocho. Acho 1 week ebia lati fofu sore. Ebia de. Run try what 9 what fofu. Watadi. Ngeke blanma. Mongboduma. Ba mi sa family wa amacha destroy. Okrunchu wala yimlome. Ta ba mi ngoliala. Ajiba do manka amaraka. Ajiba troba, atrajo.
what he is trying to say is during the 41 days definitely he has a family, he has children.
That's a dead person.
The dead person as well. Definitely that spirit will
We'll be visiting the family.
will visit one of the family members. That can be children, maybe extended.
So in the 41 days, the person that is dead is moving around, visiting people, maybe revealing why he or she was killed, what happened, and all, revealing all these things. Okay. Now my question is, when the person moves on to the next dimension, right? How long would it take that person before the person can reincarnate, can come back as a human being?
Yamanade. Namama who growl 41 days a day. Tamko oga when ni aloni ko oga fi okata ka va ikoka bobo asemesi e ka ku a ye ka bajo kan
Ya acha kwa faton o ufa. Ata ho. Ata ko bia
5 years, 10 years.
Sebe amuru kuna 20 years. Kaba tonam. Ele no.
So after you die, after 5 years, there's a possibility that you can reincarnate.
Yeah.
After 5 years, right?
Ni agbomo amgoma sama. Fiamba na de. Ni amam ba value. Ba value. Afeka opone ni otaho. Ika waka va ani ba jika.
Eblo na mo ku bi ate ho fo le kaba. Ate ho na ate di bi ate ho nka eljima dandre enyi ateba.
What he's saying is can be 6 months, can be 1 year,
Sibe
can be 5 years,
to ngole jona.
can
Kabe
be 10
kuna.
years, can be 20 years.
Je to ngole jona ke kuna.
So it all depends on the person that is dead
Yes.
and the person's awareness.
Sibe mi oli fomo to.
He said every spirit dies 3 times before you die finally. And that if you go, it doesn't depend, there is no definite years before you can come back. It can be 1 year, 6 months, 5 years. Anytime they get a chance, they can come back for that 3 times.
So every cra has the chance to come into this dimension 3 times. So you can come the first, the second, and the third. Now, when you come the third, it means that you're not coming back again. Right? When you come the third time, you're not coming again. So after the third time, where are you going?
You won't come back again.
Yeah, so where are you going? What dimension are you going? Because you are living somewhere before you come here.
Where you are coming from, you go back to.
Where you are coming from?
Yes.
Okay. Explain that one. You're tired then? Listen, when we get a chance like this, we want to know.
All what he's trying to say is, it's just like you bought a new car. Like as you are using it, definitely the car will fade out. And as it fade out, maybe one day break down and it won't work again. So the same, just like that. So first you have the first chance, the second chance, and the third. After the third chance, then you have to now settle at where you are coming from.
Okay, so after the third come, then now, okay, people are going to take my words, man. Don't go anywhere. After the third time of coming back into this place, oh, people are behind the camera confusing me. Listen, stop what you're doing. Stop that. No, sorry. Sorry. I said something that can be interpreted to be something else. So I had to correct myself. That's why he's laughing and I'm laughing. Okay. So after you come back the third time, now you go to where you came from originally. Right? Okay. So that is, it comes back to the question of why do we lose the memory of who we are, right? Come back to that place that when we come back, why do we forget who we are and the fact that we've come here? Because most people come here and don't even remember they've come here before. Do you get it? My brother is tired, listen. You guys, you see your questions. It's wearing him out. And time is, I have to let Uno go. Because, listen, can we all say a big congratulations to Uno? He just had a baby girl just this morning. And for the love of this community, he decided to leave the wife and come all the way. The wife is at the hospital. They're calling him to go back. So we have to end it I'm not going to be able to go through all the questions. I'm sorry. I'll still have the questions and I'll still find time to answer these questions, what I can. Or whenever I get a chance to meet my brother, we will still ask these questions. So I'm not going to forget these questions. So, Una, let's ask just 5 questions that we close. 5 questions. So I won't answer I won't ask everything. He say he has to run. He say his time is up. Listen, he has to run. Okay, 2 questions. 2 questions. Okay. 2. Okay, 2. So I got a chance to ask 2. After the second question, guys, we're done. We cannot go any further. I'm sorry. It's just we had a lot to do today and the timing. So after you come back after the third time, right? Or people come and don't even remember they've come here before. Why? And how can you remember that you come here before and remember everything that you used to do when you came here? How can you do that? So it's 2-in-1 questions.
Bakalanya.
Kafralo, Ojo, Banibadi, Bavalio, a Truta, a Trumaber, Yina Kajo. The Gafia Naba, a Kajokan.
Onyana kwe. So bobo mo pool. Bobo bola be.
Okay, go maybe no va.
Nya togbo no dia the viewer obian na ota. Be iba kana de nkoko be. Do the virole. Obo ameke joy ya kaja osa jomuni alo wo kon de ni. Egba bia kafi. Tauranya gbogbo mo puta gbogbo ya de fiabo. Ni kama ona iko gweja bono.
Okay. What he's trying to say, there is a way to know. That is why in the olden days, when they give birth to a newborn, they do asking finance to ask where the child is coming from, what's his mission and all that. That's one way to find out. And that way, they'll get to know that, okay, this, the old person, maybe the grandmother that left, that is back or something. Therefore, there are spirits, there are energies that if you go through the right channel, you get to know that this person is a reincarnated being or was here before.
Okay, so I'll leave the questions of reincarnation. We'll come back because there are 4 more questions to be asked on the reincarnation. Our time is up, so I'm wrapping up. Let me go to Natalie from the UK. I'm asking 1 question from you and we'll wrap it up. Or 2 questions from you. So there's 2 questions and we are done. This 2 questions we are done. He runs fire. He is fire, so he will speed up and take you. So what is the connection, if any, between the throat and the astral realms or the world of ghosts? Your throat. What is the connection between your throat, like your voice, and the astral realms or the realms of the ghost?
He
said, as we've been like human, as we are in the we are in the spirit, like in the physical like this, our utterances, how we speak is different. But when you die, everything changes. What he's saying, physically like this, when we speak, like we speak normal to each other, but when you die, everything changes. Your voice and your everything changes.
Yeah, but the question is about, whilst you are here, you are not dead, you are alive. Right? What is the connection between your voice and the dimensions, the realms, like the ghost realms or the other energies, like the dwarves? What power does your voice have in those realms? Hold and record a short video. So you can come in, it's okay.
No, if I leave this is for
just about 2 minutes.
As we being human, it's two, whether dead or alive. But when you are alive, everything is different. Like you are physical, you do things different. But when you die, everything's to change. Things change totally.
Similar to spirit,
you become spirit, and how spirit to how they go about things or how they do their things is different from how we physical or human to go about things.
So can you use your voice to command things in the other realms whilst you are alive? Can you speak into the other realms and the other realms will respond to you?
I like a million chinamala insala nyapa ni yes.
So your voice has power in those realms.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last question: what is the presence of spiritual power in the truth? So in your voice, what kind of power does your voice have? What kind of power? I'm trying to break down the questions because of language barrier. I'm trying to break it down as much as possible so that we can easily translate it to Tobe for Tobe to also get. So what is the power of your voice? Or what power does your voice have?
In secular, nyapa onkukuma. Nyagoma masama. In secular nyapa onkukuma. Atafumika owodoa labaka fralo miaka la fie na fie. Atafumika ma nakaka. Atafumika miya na wala.
Nyakufuma ala so western. Nyakufuma western. As a western.
Say yes, how we speak, there's command in the voice, like we being human, that command you can command and things will happen.
So to wrap up, Huno is saying there's power in your voice, there's command in your voice. That's what I always tell you guys, that especially on the prayer page, like don't play with your voice. Don't play with your. You have power to rewrite every program. You have power to rewrite everything that is already written. You have the ability, the power, the potency to change everything, all by using your voice. We have to do this again. You tell them we have to do this again. Since everybody is watching, all our families from all over the world, they are all watching. I want you to use the schnapp and pray for everybody.
Aba aleka atukoto opom na ufuma ejiba yanao aha schnappa na dubara na mashama lokata ko na dubara na ukata.
So he's bringing the schnapp, then you pray for everybody. You pray like that they all come home. And even those who are not awaking now, they also wake up and more of them will come home. So, guys, we're wrapping up. Listen, I have so many questions. I didn't even do 30% of the questions. As you can see, I didn't do 30% of the questions. But I think we should wait, right? Once you watch some of the videos that we have with him, now you would want to really ask questions. But these are all questions we have to ask Huno. So, but thank you for staying up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your data, internet, what have you, to watch. What I'm saying is that we need to connect to who we are. We need to connect to our identity. We need to connect to how far we've come in this life, because the powers, spirituality, the dimensions is all coming from our shores. It's all coming from this continent. Don't wait for somebody else to come for it and use it whilst we stay here and we lag behind. So I'm not going to say much. I don't even know what I'm saying. Probably not making any sense. But I'm going to make Huno bless every single one of you watching right now. Yes.
I'll go. Tobu abu kaka madubana kika makata madubana. Madubana me ko lo yovo da bloti madubano. Togo Ghana bene. Jure sena ko la ngba mawuru ngba jiko madubana. Ande be fifia kika mamile. Ame sema tolanyo. Ame ko lo yovo de. Obu. Togo nyanto ni gbogbo ni yobo ni amyaklo. Ame sema ame ko jibo ko topo mo na chi no mo la si. I'm a semi top policy, no policy. I'm a with the Ghana, pick a woman of forty. Mauga, Subulisa, on top of mono, no phone deals so I'm Bajikwa, no Yapomo. Boko Sabo Bonus Soruji. Aboko a home or some punyao. No water, no poga, but what come to do everywhere. Well, the Famu, if I got bar, that but I'm a new, Mina with the combo. Dekon babu bunami pata butanami nya foreji le mi na bi ko le gbejumo ogbomo de mi akewagbo me ko gbogbo akewagbo osunkun mepo bana medu nombo o manya wude o manya pore gbogbo wan ya fumo le ma mi re jana afumo na gere na ikomo mbreke man tina gbeji ka wa kuno gbere togbo Mayo, Toby Hubby, so took Badapa with the pot of the Moyo. Emo ya chana for Bagali, Limoyo and Chantendio, Moyo Kaka, Emo ya Karaman Sumoyo, Emo yo de Moyo. Ameko Bunami, the Yoko Boom, Ule Wood, what all you vote Lojo, Umoko Bomoa, Toba in Banto no Foco Pupono. No Foco Pupono, or should I but na amake abu ore aimbantona aimbanto de bonoi ya pakwa da gbasi da gbala mo se agbejiji dagbada jimi lelo amele Ghana edomo nyunyo onyele dome ya ebe ye wo de mo mete mo pomo wa osoro eglenia odo lemola togbe ni mi ko amati le ka do manti ko amanaga de mi va amagbeda o mi akoko amala agbo me na mo wutayo amela togbu mi di manami mama jo gbedegbedo nimi ko gbodo manti ko nanyu na mo do vote be agbo ba anya o de ko togbu nimi usa gbogbo ni ko un to ngba to funfun ni le gama na funfun le gama o su da gbeda bona katoro le me na katoro ko ekula America you vote Canada you vote Australia Ghana Togo Benin Nigeria education mo manya wa de o manya piko tu le togbu ike mo to ne tingo ru ko na le chire ko na kele mu no na ti jaku na ti fuku anu nya pomo na ti jaku fuku nya pomo na ti ngodo ko na kajuro mono no nya pomo akene kulo ngoliu na ngbaji nka mi atogbu bi to ga bi o ti gbeji mo kulo mo ka ba to gbedo re amase na poda akoda gba se na sagbeji jiro ameku bude o nya pomo lo.
Guys, in as much as I don't understand what he said, this is powerful stuff for powerful people. This is only our beginning. You should expect more of him because we're definitely going to have more dissertation. I mean, he says he's going to come back and when he comes back, he's going to do a 2-day trip, 3 days. He will do it. So I don't want to take any much of his time. I love you guys. See you soon.
Okay.